What is up, everybody? You got some exciting news. I went to Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland California Resort yesterday, June 3rd, and it was amazing. I had such high expectations, and I watched so many videos about it, and I had a lot of fun. And I'm a huge Star Wars geek, so like all the hidden secrets and lore they have there, it just like had callbacks to the Clone Wars series, and I really liked it. And I saw a video that was how to find a black Kyber crystal. At the time of me watching it, it only had like 100 something views, 168 I think. And I was like, I need this. It's a black Kyber crystal, and apparently like barely anyone has found it. And so I watched the video, they told me how to find it and everything, and that was like one of my main goals after building a lightsaber. And so once I built my lightsaber, it gave me a time to come back, and I go to the antique shop, and that's where they sell the Kyber crystals along with all the Jedi and Sith holocrons. So as I'm there, almost all the Sith holocrons and almost all the red Kyber crystals are sold out. So I was like really bummed out. I was like, uh-oh. And there was other people ahead of me that were also looking for the Kyber crystal, and they said none of them have the black one. But I was a little suspicious, like what if, they're just telling me so they could keep looking or something, I don't know. So I just look, I check a little some of the bottom ones. All of them looked red. And I looked in the top left corner, and I just had a feeling, and I shined my flashlight to it. I was almost certain that this was a black Kyber crystal. We were very hesitant, but I thought it was, but at least I was hoping it was. But yeah, here is a black Kyber crystal. And it even came with the note right here. I don't know if it'll focus. I'll get a clear shot of that. But yeah, I was so happy that we got this. And I'm going to be telling you the best way to actually make sure that you get a black Kyber crystal at Galaxy's Edge. So, let me take a flashlight, and if I shine it right here, it looks better in person because you can actually see it more. Like on the camera, you can see the inside. For me, it looks like it just goes like right through, and you can see that it's a red Kyber crystal. So that was one thing. How I knew it was a red Kyber. This one was a red Kyber crystal, was because it was clear and the light like bled through, so it masked the case around it. But then with the black Kyber crystal, since it had a note in it also, I also saw that part of it was like blocked off, and so I thought that was like a big giveaway. And also in person, when I shined a flashlight on it, it seemed a little darker. And here's away, see? You can see that note right there, and it looks a little darker, like the light doesn't automatically shine through. So in my opinion, this is the best way to find out if you have a Kyber crystal, a black one. And apparently these, according to other videos and stuff, they only hand out or put out a handful a day, and not even everyone finds them all. So I was very, very lucky to get a black Kyber crystal. I also got all the other colors and stuff, except white was sold out, so if you see white, you should get it, because apparently they sell out in like the first hours of the opening. So if you want to know what the black Kyber crystal actually does, it has a special message in the Sith holocron. It still does the same thing for the Jedi holocron as the red one. I think it's Yoda. But in the Sith holocron, it has a special message from Snoke.
When I found you, I saw what all masters live to see. Raw, untamed power. And beyond that, something truly special.
yeah. So there are some special phases in the Sith Holocron when you put a black Kyber crystal in there, which I think is awesome that they actually included special stuff with this rare Kyber crystal. And yeah, that's what it does with the Sith Holocron. This is my custom lightsaber I built. And I have a violet Kyber crystal in there. But if you do put the black Kyber crystal, obviously it's not going to turn into a dark saber.
About a lightsaber.
Not just any lightsaber.
It can't be.
As I wished it did. But in the little note, I'll read it off. It says, "Today, you have found something truly special. A small fragment of obsidian is infused with the power of the dark side. When placed inside a lightsaber or a holocron, this rare fragment with an unnatural powers mined from a dark side shrine will have similar properties as a red Kyber crystal." So, the blade actually does turn red. But I do think the audio is a little different. But still, you got a black Kyber crystal, and that's awesome. So yeah, here's my violet Kyber crystal in there right now. So let me just take that out, and then I'll put in a black Kyber crystal. There we go. So yeah, light up red and everything. Let me make sure it's steady in there. There we go. And then if I just put all this back on. If you want to build your lightsaber, I highly suggest it. It does cost a lot of money, but trust me, the experience is awesome. And so yeah, here's my lightsaber, and with the red or with the black Kyber crystal, this is what it is. So it's still red, and it looks way better in person, by the way, like the blade. But I think it has different noises. I'm not too sure. At least with what I've heard from other people. But yeah, it's definitely awesome that I found that. So for your best chance of getting it, I highly suggest you shine your flashlights on each of the vials for the Kyber crystals. It will be hard to actually find because I tried a bunch of them and I didn't know which one was actually the like real one with the black Kyber crystal. But just trust your gut because that's what I did. And just try to see for that note. That note was a big giveaway because none of the other red Kyber crystals have a note inside. So if you do see the note, try to look for it and just trust that that is it. And I think that's your best way of getting a black Kyber crystal. And I just think it's so cool that they do have like little secret hidden things from Star Wars lore that are hidden throughout the park. So yeah, I think that was awesome. But if you do want your best shot of getting a black Kyber crystal, just follow this guide and you're good. The video I watched, which only had 100 views at the time, now has like 5K. So definitely, if you're gonna go, try to do that. If not the first thing you do, because I did that. My reservation was 8 to 12 at night, and so it was really late and stuff. Or it was late because the park was closing. And by the first thing we went to was waiting in line for the lightsabers, and then went to the antique shop to see all the crystals and stuff. And almost all the Sith holocrons were sold out. Almost all the crystals were sold out. And all the white crystals were sold out. The Jedi holocrons, they still had a pretty good amount. But yeah, if you really want to try to get the black Kyber crystal like I did,
This is Master Obi-Wan.
you should definitely You should definitely try to do that in the beginning of the park. And for the Millennium Falcon ride, it was awesome, and I rode it twice because no one was riding it at the end of the like park hours. I could have ridden it maybe 4 times, but I felt 2 was enough. So you don't need to do that first. Trust me, the line really, really isn't long at all. I waited like 5, maybe not even 5 minutes. It said like 10 minutes maybe, and no, you're good. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful time if you go explore Galaxy's Edge, and trust me, it was well worth it, and I really enjoyed it. So tell me if you guys find a black Kyber crystal, and down in the comments below, and wish you guys luck. Have a good day.